Good day, everyone. So for today's video, we will be discussing about home economics. So the task of this group is to identify and use appropriate method or approach or technique in teaching specific knowledge and skill in ICT, agriculture, home economics, and industrial arts. So we are also tasked to look for learning competency that is in line with the subtopic in every parts of APP, such as subtopics in ICT, subtopics in agriculture, subtopics in home economics, and subtopics in industrial arts. So in the home economics, we will be looking for one learning competency in every subtopic, and we will use an appropriate method in teaching a certain learning competency within the classroom or into the students. But before we go on to that, let us define first what is home economics. So when we hear the word home economics, we come up to the idea that it is about the activities we have done at our home, to our community, activities we have done for our living, and activities we have done or the responsibility for our own self and for other people. So home economics is a field of study that provides necessary knowledge for guiding and assisting individuals and families towards achieving a better family life. Home economics is a field of study that helps to develop knowledge, skills, and attitudes of the learners in the following areas. First is in family living. Second is food and nutrition. Third is clothing, fashion, and grooming. And the fourth one is home management. So maybe you have wondered why we are different in subtopics with the previous reporters. So do not be confused if they have put some subtopics that cannot be found in our report now, because maybe they are using general, in general. They are focusing in general of the subtopics of home economics. So in this report, we will just focus on the subtopics that can be taught on elementary level. And actually, there are parts in here of subtopics of home economics that combines already in one subtopic of home economics. Just like home management, it already mentioned here, they budgeting parts in the home management. So in the previous reporter, they have divided that into parts. So that's just the same actually. Home economics, therefore, is the study of everything, wherein it helps to improve the home and the family within the areas of home management, food and nutrition, and family living. So now let us go on to the first subtopic of home economics, which is the family living. So when we heard the word family living, it is actually would come up to our mind the kind of living we have or how we act out as a member of the family. So this involves family living, this involves the study of the family and the responsibility of the individual member of the family. So this basically talks about the responsibilities, our responsibilities at home as a member of the family. So the learning competency that I have chosen that I thought is connected to this subtopic of home economics ay naiisa-isa ang mga gawain na makakatulong sa pangangalaga sa iba pang kasapi ng pamilya, katulad ng pagdudulot ng pagkain, pag-abot ng mga kailangang kagamitan, pakikinig at pagkikwento. Ito ay ilan sa mga responsibilidad ng bawat isa o bawat miyembro ng pamilya. Alam naman natin na hindi lahat ng kabataan ay natututo sa bahay. At ganun din, hindi rin lahat ng kabataan ay natututo sa paaralan. So may mga bata na alam na ang mga responsibilidad nila bilang kasapi ng pamilya sa bahay pa lamang. At meron din mga bata na hindi alam ang kanilang responsibilidad at ang sa paaralan lang nila natutunan. Kaya bilang isang guro, kailangan natin silang turuan ng mga kakayahan o responsibilidad na dapat nilang matutunan. So ang gagamitin ko ditong method, approach, or technique na sa tingin ko makakatulong para mas maunawaan ng bata ang kanilang responsibilidad. So, ang gagamitin ko ay ang lecture forum method. So, from the word lecture, ito ay ang pagtuturo sa kanila. Ito ay ang pagbabahagi sa kanila ng mga kaalaman na dapat nilang malaman. At forum, from the word forum, magkakaroon ng palitan ng informasyon mula sa mga bata at mula sa guro. So, in this type of method, we will be able to hear out what the child or the learner experiences at home, And if I was able already to teach them the responsibility that they must have, then they would be able to practice that at home, and they would be able to enumerate what are the responsibility that they must have as a member of the family. So now let us go on to the second branch of home economics, which is the foods and nutrition. So when we say foods and nutrition, it is a branch of home economics that deals with choice, preparation, and serving of food that we eat daily. So we also study here what types of food and what work it does to the body. So when we say food, it is anything we eat to satisfy our appetite, to support energy, and maintain all body processes. So these foods such as starch, such as vegetable, so these are the food we intake in order to supply or to satisfy our appetite. And when we say about nutrition, so this includes the study of the different nutrients we have gained from the food we ate or from the food we intake, such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats and oils, vitamins, minerals. So these are the example of the nutrients that we gain from the food we ate. So let us not dig deeper on this, but we will focus on the learning competency that is in line to this sub-component. So let us go on to the learning competency. So the learning competency that I have chosen, which I thought in line to this sub-component, is napapangkat ang mga pagkain ayon sa Go, Grow, and Glow food. So kinuha natin ito sa EPP for curriculum guide. So we will be using the lecture method with integration of the technology in teaching the skill or the ability of the student to group the food according to its category. So why do we use lecture method? Usually students cannot identify the category of each food without knowing it first. So as a teacher, we must introduce it first by having a lecture with them, which is teaching by telling. This actually involves much better than telling. So during the lecture, we will integrate technology wherein we would be able to show pictures to the students as to what the foods that belongs to the Go category, to the Grow category, and to the Glow category of food. So through the technology integration, students would be able to retain information, to retain knowledge easily because they have seen a picture, because you know that that involving a picture during discussion would actually be easily remembered by younger children. So we will be using the lecture method with technology integration. And after we have taught them, or after we have introduced to them the food according to its category, we will be giving them a group activity for us, teacher, to assess whether the students is able to understand the topic and whether the students is capable already of categorizing the food. So that's only my part in this report. And the next to me is Miss Rhea May Suplito, who will continue the discussion about the branches of home economics.